What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Classic dropping the car vlog. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It looks like it's about to rain on my side of town. God loves you. Christ loves you. I love you. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for everybody who has subscribed, even listened and didn't subscribe, been on the fence. If you do me a favor, just subscribe or even like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give my take on wrestling. It's unbiased. I'm not saying I have the perfect insight on a lot of things, but wrestling is something that I really do care about. And it's something that I put so much time in, and I'm not asking for credit. I'm not asking for glory. I'm just asking people to hear me out. I just want people to understand how much I love wrestling. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the C3 Ultimate Wrestling YouTube channel. Me and my wife's pro wrestling company, we got a show in Crown Point, Indiana, January 21st to 2023. AEW needs to stay off of social media. Let me be more clear. Some AEW staff needs to stay off of social media. Listen, if you listen to a lot of my lives and past things, I always say there's good and bad with social media. Now, with social media, a lot of people got online stores. You can support them. You don't have to go to a wrestling show to buy a shirt. You can go online. You can go online for my stuff too, for my merch, Classic Alpha merch at teespring.com. Just type in C3 and you'll get all of it. You see how I did that? So a lot of people do that. You know, social media, follow me on this, like me on this, and sub me on that. So cool. That's the thing. You know, a lot of people got provided financially for certain things. Some people sell their feet for OnlyFans, whatever y'all want to do. Hey, whatever. Empowerment. That's crazy. But anyway, sometimes people's opinions against other people who they work with, I don't think is a good thing to put on social media unless it's a storyline. From what I see, it's a lot of personals. And a lot of people was mad at Vince because they say he was out of touch and he doesn't be on social media. This is probably why. You know, what I'm talking about now is the situation with Jungle Boy and the Gunn Club. And basically it was some stuff thrown on the side of the Gun Club first via social media. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, so I'm not going to sit here and say I know the inside scoop. Now you got dirt sheets beefing with each other because they material ain't legit and authentic. So I don't know, but this is what we seeing from evidence. So basically some shade was thrown, and then Jungle Boy subtweeted it. I think that's what it is, a retweet. See, that's the bad part right there, is when you retweet somebody's tweet that you work with and then you put your 2 cents in and it's against them. Oh, and he said basically, I only do pay-per-views or something like that, you know, talking about like how the Gun Club, they are on TV sometimes, but they're majority on dark and stuff like that. And then the other Gun Club brother, he said basically because you hang out with Tony Khan and until 3 a.m. and you're cool with the Bucks in the locker room. See, this is stuff we don't need to be knowing. We don't need to know none of this, right? This makes the company look bad. It makes Tony look bad. Look, if y'all thought Tony was looking bad since the beginning, 2022 is making Anthony Khan, look bad as a promoter because it feels like he is not in control, and that's a bad thing. You know, I don't think a lot of these guys who he says he's friends with are really friends with them. I think just a lot of these guys, they want to wrestle, they want a lot of money, and then they act like they're friends with Tony. And I hate saying it like that because I don't like just straight reading people. But the way these people are acting, and the way things are just so roughshod, you can clearly see it. As a promoter, as an owner of a professional wrestling company, you do have to learn that everybody is not your friend. Everybody does not have your best interest at heart when it comes to your company. They will support the company when it's doing good and they got belts, but as soon as they start losing or something like that, then it's an issue. Oh, they didn't see my vision. Trust me. Not saying that all bookers and company owners are perfect and stuff like that. People are very petty in this world. But I'm just saying, the vibe that I'm seeing is that a lot of these guys, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them are not this man's friend. And even then, if you are his friend, if you're hanging out with him till 3 a.m., you shouldn't be doing stupid stuff like this, especially if people know that, and then now they outed you out. And Jungle Boy is a very popular wrestler in AEW. So it's bad enough people are making fun of AEW because of the fallouts they've been having, the all-out fallout, Kingston and Guevara, Guevara and Andrade, Punk, Elite, Punk, Tony, Tony Tiger, Tony. See, it's so much stuff, right? And we should not know that. We should not know none of it because people make views off of it. Henceforth, look at what I'm doing. People make videos about it. Henceforth, what I'm doing again. But at the same time, you use your social media. I understand people have their things and what they believe in. Okay, cool. But when you're talking to one of your coworkers on a public forum to where people have receipts, can screenshot, and can archive what you say, it does not matter. Ronda Rousey is going getting a hashtag named after her. See, it's not just AEW. Sometimes it is WWE too. I'm thinking about it. Hashtag fire Ronda Rousey because she's talking trash about Sasha Banks. Now, you could incorporate that as a storyline, as in maybe they'll face each other if Sasha comes back. But at the same time, Ronda has been doing this for the longest. She's did videos basically saying how fake the business is. That's why a lot of people don't care about her coming back and all of that stuff. She doesn't seem interested in wrestling. We all know that. But at the same time, this is something. Not saying it's okay. It's trash unless it goes into a storyline. I don't think that Jungle Boy is going to team with somebody to go against the Gunn Club. But then you have a lot of guys. You have FTR. You have a lot of these people saying their frustrations about the company that they work for on their social media platform. Now, am I saying this right? No, because you work for the spot. Wait till you leave or something. But some people are still stayed under contract. So a lot of people is like, oh, well, why does WWE hold contracts? Ask the AEW the same thing. I'm not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong. But at the same time, they're paying you all of this money and you're supposed to show up for 5 days and you decide not to show up on the third day, something's going to happen. Sorry, that's just part of the contract that you sign. But at the same time, if you're Tony, hey man, let's get these people. Y'all, you have all these vets that come in and try to talk to the locker room. You need to talk to them about social media. Don't call each other out on social media. Don't disrespect Tony because you basically disrespected him. Because you're saying that basically Jungle Boy is only where he's at because he hung out with Tony. As a promoter, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like it at all. Even if it is true, I wouldn't like nobody just airing something out. Like, I'm signing your paychecks. I'm sending you the money. I'm taking care of this and that for you. And then you turn around and say that. Because now it seems like you have a gripe against me, the booker. Yeah, a lot of people should not be airing out their grievances if they're still currently employed by a company about not being pushed in certain things. Now, I agree with a lot of people, a lot of the wrestlers that do that. And it's not just AEW, it's WWE too. Some people do that stuff. And I'm like, I don't think it's the best interest. You know, you even had Mustafa Ali at one point. And even Luke Harper before he became Brody Lee or returned as Brody Lee and stuff in AEW. Y'all went to social media, was like, hey, I'm announcing that I want to be released from my contract. That doesn't mean they're going to release you from your contract. Like, people understand that these contracts that they have, they're getting paid some money, and then even then, if you get injured, they hold that contract. So if you only have a month left in your contract and you get injured that last month, they may keep you until you heal, and then you still have to go through that last month. That's just the contracts that they have. So a lot of people are like, I don't understand why they don't release, and that's because there's money involved and there's contractual agreements involved in court. If it has to go that way. So I just want to just think about it. It's not even, like I said, it's not just an AEW video. But a lot of these wrestlers and stuff do need to stay off of social media unless they're promoting their feud, promoting a show, promoting their business and stuff like that. Certain things do not need to be said. Certain things do not need to be discussed. It makes the company look bad. It makes them look like amateurs. And I know they're, 3 years in the game. But you do not do this kind of stuff when you have guys like a Mark Henry, a Jim Ross, a Big Show, or Paul White. You have these guys who've been in the game before social media was a big popping thing, and they tell you how to take care of your business. But then again, VPs, they got social media. They make fun of stuff. They mock stuff. They make fun of things. So hey, it is what it is. Social media is some things don't need to be social. Some things could have just stayed in the back or internally. Not saying that everybody's going to be best friends with each other and stuff like that, because that's not going to be the case. I don't need to go to social media and be like, hey, you hang out with the boss. That's why. Because now you disrespect the boss and you disrespect your company. That's all I'm saying. Tell me what you guys think about the video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like I said, I comment back. So hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.